Welcome back to another episode of Exceptionally Unexceptional, the podcast where I say things with full confidence despite having no qualifications to be saying them. I'm your host, Kathleen Chantel, and if you can't tell, I am getting a little bit of a cold. Please forgive me. Today we're going to be talking about something deeply important to me. Delusion. Now, some people call it wishful thinking or manifesting. I call it a full-time job. I call it a lifestyle. I call it a belief system. Being delusional is an art. It's about looking at a situation that is objectively giving no and saying, but what if? It is about seeing a man with the emotional depth of a puddle and thinking, but I can fix him. No, really, I can. It is about watching a single interview with an actor and thinking, wow, we would have great banter. He would fall in love with me instantly. It is about picking up a podcast mic and deciding to tell people things. This is the essence of delusion, and I refuse to stop. Listen, reality is rude, and sometimes I simply choose to reject it. Why would I want to live in this reality when instead I could live in my own cinematic universe where everything is playing out with dramatic tension and a perfectly curated soundtrack? Is he ignoring my text? No, he is caught up in the middle of an international heist and he doesn't want to put me in danger. Thank you, Cujo. See, he agrees. Did that job reject me? No, they simply knew I was too powerful for their workplace culture and that they were not good enough for me. Is there a chance that my barista is in love with me just because he remembered my order? The squeaky toy has entered the chat. Yes, there is a chance. Before you ask, yes. Being delusional has consequences. Like when you misinterpret an act of basic human decency as flirting and somehow you then find yourself standing in your bathroom analyzing the tone of a haha yeah or God forbid LOL. But I ask you, is that not better than being boring? And sure, every now and then reality does hit back and she has a mean right hook. You have to take a moment, regroup, accept the fact that you are probably not getting recruited to the CIA for a mission because some man in a suit made eye contact with you at the bank. He's probably not texting you back because he doesn't like you. And yeah, those jeans probably do make your ass look big. But that doesn't mean you give up. Who doesn't want a fat ass? Delusion is what keeps the world interesting. If we were not at least a little unhinged in our thinking, where would we be? Would we have romance novels? Would a single rom-com have ever been made? What about the entirety of Greek mythology? Because let's be honest, that is just a bunch of gods running around in these streets being chronically delusional. Look at fucking Zeus. That man is out here by himself causing enough drama to fill 10 seasons of Love Island. Now, I know that some people are going to say that being delusional is dangerous. It leads to disappointment, to heartbreak, to questionable life decisions. And to those people I say, yeah, probably. But delusion is fun, and the current alternative is exhausting. You want me to be realistic all the time in this economy? No, thank you. Have you seen our current reality? Rent is too high, the world is a mess, we are being governed by a sentient cheeseburger and his partner, a toad that has been underwater for 4 to 7 business years. I am one inconvenience away from being fully committed to a life of crime. So yeah, if I want to believe that the universe is conspiring in my favor and that it will all eventually work out somehow despite every piece of evidence to the contrary, that is exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. Some of the best things in life started with being delusional. Look at any person you admire. Look at any athlete. Look at any musician. Look at Beyonce. Look at Taylor. Do you think that they got where they are by thinking realistically? No. They both woke up with the energy that they were the best performer in the world every single day, and now look where they are. Do you think the first person to put pineapple on pizza was not at least a little unhinged? Obviously they were, and we're still arguing about it all these years later. Except there isn't really an argument because pineapple on pizza is delicious and I will die on that hill. To delusion haters, if you think that I'm going to wake up one day and immediately stop creating a romantic comedy every time someone holds a door open for me, I need you to be so fucking for real right now. I need you to be serious. It's not going to happen. I think we all need a little delusion. Life is more interesting when you lean into the fictional main character energy of it all. It keeps us humble. It keeps us hopeful, and it keeps us occasionally heartbroken. But you know what? That's showbiz, baby. Anyway, that is my TED Talk for today. If this episode spoke to you, congratulations. You also might be chronically delusional, and I love that for us. We deserve nice things. That is all for today's episode of Exceptionally Unexceptional. If you enjoyed this, send it to your most delusional friend or the one who needs to step their game up. You can follow me at Kathleen Chantel on TikTok and Instagram, or the show, anywhere you get your podcasts, or at Exceptionally Unexceptional on YouTube. I will see you guys next time, and until then, stay humble, stay hydrated, and stay hopelessly out of touch with reality. Bye!